Alright, we're back with some more of this. Well, recording failure, so we're gonna have to redo the investigation again. I apologize. It's not gonna be as exciting because I know all the clues now. Because I looked at every single one already and found them all, but that's whatever, we can do it again real quick. So, I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what happened with the recording. It just decided to fail. Like, literally, as I pressed the button, it just freaking my recording software crashed and corrupted the whole files. So frustrating, but anyway, some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room.
So...
Looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart. That's hard. I know. It's still this protein can. Got a label on it that says Chem 82. Reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
That's strange. Oh, what is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? There's a light blue glass. They must have been parts of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
They just aren't scattered around the can. They're also scattered underneath it. Why is that matter? Can't say for sure yet, but you're probably gonna want to take note of it. I feel like it'll come important clue later on. Important clue, I'm not sure how I see how. We'll see how. Okay, this door's the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have locks, and there's no evidence that the mountings have anything on them, so the only notable change to the door is the smashed window. It happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of screen or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Okay. Clock. Nothing important, just about an hour ago. We got locker, we have a handprint.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the jobs.
It's true.
Looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid it in there until the locker was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Oh, why not?
Hey.
Think back before we open the door. Look inside the room. Oh yeah, the locker's already open at that point.
Indeed.
Yeah. Thank God she's smart. I said this in the last recording too of this. Like, she's just really smart, man. Freaking knows everything, dude. Way better, way smarter than this guy. There's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened it. Yeah, so then, what's this handprint? That'll be interesting. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle is some kind of Monokuma figure. And what I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottles?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside? You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
In other words...
So, this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Okay, cool. And I know about it already, but it's cool, you know, it's something different. Okay. Same shelf, full of magazines, so the kind of magazines up in there. What about the blood, though? That's pretty important. It's a blood stain from the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? That doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? The glass? I don't check the glass yet. There's shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Yeah, I have to go figure. Would have thought that. Oh, there's something else in the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's Monokuma figure. Sick. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma ball sitting on the shelf. Monokuma figure we found on the ground. Red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma ball, right? Shards of glass and Monokuma figure are evidence of that. I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma ball was the weapon. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
That's... You recognize it, Dina?
Well...
Yeah, I gave it to her. It's candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had tapping earring. So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. Thought it might help her calm down a little. She gave that candy to Sakura. Found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like it. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much?
I mean...
But I want Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. You know. Polka dot candy wrapper. Anything to say?
What?
You won't bother me, go away. It's not trying how much spice. Soul.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type to go down without a fight.
it's true.
She certainly didn't, I wouldn't say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? Or did someone get the upper hand? It must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive you.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Let me help you find out more. See, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right around then. Telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself, and I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. I'd stopped her. By force even, this never would have happened. You know, it's possible not to have regrets, I know. The fact that she had asked those three to meet with her. She asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time place she ended up dying. Might be good to confirm what I heard with just three of them directly. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Sus, though. She is sus. Said that in the last one, too. She was kinda sus. Sus, man. I mean, could be the perfect alibi. Your friend, you love her so much, and it's just like a perfect escape route. Evidence of the blood had Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. The court in Monokuma files said she had also vomited blood, and you could see trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what had caused her to vomit blood? Monokuma files specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? No. Not a chance. Dracula.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location. Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. No, I don't think I would call it interesting. It does make me wonder. This Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Okay, now let's talk to you, good sir.
What?
It's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. That is true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? Yeah, makes sense. Reasonable. Reasonable. She's scary, man. So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to the shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. The actor says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
You're all finished. Please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Let's see, what else? Did I get everything? I think I got everything. No, I didn't. What did I not get? Examined her body, examined all that. Maybe talk to her?
Hey,
No.
certain.
Oh wait, the chair. Right, the chair. I got the chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. So in other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Having Sam bolt the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved against it. It kept the doorknob from turning, the door from opening. There's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So they must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Okay, that's it.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with people now. Yeah, go talk with people. Yeah, totally. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you'll go in my place. She's decided I just got a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Girl wanted to meet with the 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's see what they have to say for themselves, even though I already know what happens. Alright, and this is why I don't like to learn about the game ahead of time to be good, because now I kind of know what happens with the conversations, even though I don't know about the trial, but yeah, it's still brutal, man. I wonder if we can go in here. Nope, has nothing to do. Can't go in my room, there's nothing to do with the case. Okay. Toko. Alright. Open up, Toko, come on out here.
Who's there?
Your mom. No, just kidding. It's Makoto, your favorite male friend, I guess. I don't know. Ugh, the most negative 4 I've ever felt. And I feel that when she's like this, she's like so hateful of herself and just mean. And when she's crazy, she's a freaking psychopath. Or a total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Dots. Obviously annoyed, Taka slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something? You want to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked me for what?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. You have to have already told me she asked me with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared. So, I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I prove otherwise, I'm sure to accept this. Is that good enough? I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Okay, Toko. Okay. Believe you for now. Freaking crazy, though. She crazy, though. Alright, Yasuhiro, what's up, my man? Come on out. Ding dong. After a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yes. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Had your special abilities awakened in you?
But
I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Oh, well... But she asked me to meet with her, of course. But she didn't write you a note. Note,
how about that?
She gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, in passing. Gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So, then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong!
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually...
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
Don't look at me!
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hero's feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on!
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hand back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hero's pocket. Huh?
What?
A rabbit. He snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on!
Yeah, sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So well, if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hero quickly slipped back into his room. Hero said that was just trash, but there's no way that that's all there was to it. Interesting. I've heard from Token Hero on what next. I definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. Sure, it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Chem lab. He's very sus, though. The rapper from the crime scene, his alibi's not really sticking very well, because he clearly probably saw her, because I didn't think Sakura gave him a note in the nurse's room. But who knows? Anything could have happened there. Alright, let's go to the chem room. That's where the evidence is probably gonna be, right? With the freaking bottle of poison. Especially since he bombed it, it sounds like it would be poison anyway. Okay, let's go. Just take this path. Doesn't really matter how we get there. As long as we get there at the end. Right here.
What?
Dakota, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Yes. Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. And you meant to say, yes sir, I understand. Alright, I understand very well, good sir. Surveillance cam, I don't think I've ever get used to it, blah blah blah. But hey, coin. I remember that from last time I did this. Okay. This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf, but more important right now. What's that power that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I'm careful I step on it. Let's see what's on this shelf. With all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. Protein drink we found in the record probably came from this shelf. And yeah, we see Chem C9 in there. That's kind of sus. Yeah, labeled with the letter A and the number. That's not the letter A, Chief. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section A, huh? But wait. There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Did someone put it there? Put it here on accident? Maybe. Check the real quick, see if there's anything here. So on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals. I have no idea what they are. They're reagents, but simply they're used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I mean, science and math is important. It is useful in some ways. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. I need to all the containers on the shelf are labeled letter B and the number. This is considered as part of the shelf unit section B. Everything looks normal here, except the fact that that's red when all the other ones are kind of different color, but nothing too abnormal. Section C. Poison. One look and you can tell signs of dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and the numbers. I guess it's part of the section C. Trying out more about this shelving unit. It's explained in 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, Section B is reagents, and Section C is lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. What concerns me is that in Section A, there was a bottle with the label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison in Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Yes, indeed. There's something going on. But what about the broken ball on the floor? It's C4, okay. Not C4 in Call of Duty, but C4 in general. Just chemical C4. Danger. Danger, danger. Looks like the ball had a label on it, Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this power must have been spilled.
So, in other words...
That's right, could have only been around the time of the incident. Is that really when it happened? It must be related to this case. Source of the powder has been... Yep. Okay. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. And how about the actual footprints that are left there? These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf. Are these footprints related to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? What kind of you to offer? With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
What?
Well, let's go. Chop, chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Kodo, are they yours? No?
What?
Okay then. Let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. Couldn't think of a reason not to, so I finally did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. Should probably take a good hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the ball was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints and powder's been added. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should go take another look around the rec room. That we shall do. That we shall do. Oh, not this again.
I see.
But I admit, you do have a good eye for spotting useful clues, but you also need to learn how to make use of those clues. I agree. I agree with that. Kodo is not the brightest individual. But he is lucky, so he hasn't died yet, so that's pretty lucky. Even though I'm not the luckiest, because everybody else is still, or there's still people alive, but I would say it's pretty lucky. Okay, rec room. Whoops. Keep doing that. Rec room, rec room, rec room. Right here. Head inside.
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? Great. Fantastic. Toko, what Toko and Hiro told me.
I see.
I see. So long as you have to, they are both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do best, or do well to look them over one more time. Okay. So we got, these bottles. I think Kyoko said she found new clue involving Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the balls. Pay careful attention, and you are sure to find it. Correlation. Hey, Coco, can't you just tell me what it is?
so...
I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you any conclusions is a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so that everyone can have the confidence in the outcome. Yes, I agree. Smart gal. It's not just because you don't trust me, right? Silence. No answer. I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Well, I mean, you kind of did blow it, man. You did blow it that one time, and you should have just told her right from the beginning, man. Should have been a man and just been like, you know what? I saw this. I was sus of it.
Hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma balls that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? Of course not. I'd love to help you. Experiment.
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with a crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that Kayako left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but... What choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Let's get to work. Just got that smirk. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
We got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? Pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma balls that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when you're done.
listen.
Listen, first let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma balls. It's balanced.
In other words,
Which means each Monokuma ball weighs about the same. Yep, which makes sense. Right? They weigh the same, the figures are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. Did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay then, let's give it a try. Way heavier, what the heck? Broken pieces are heavier. How's that possible? Lots of
I knew
possibilities, just as I thought. What?
in other words,
Results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the balls. Put it all together,
hey,
and I believe you arrived at one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things we'll think. But we'll go through the trial before we really start letting them wild. The magazine, this was another one. Kayako said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue created. Pawn's magazine is upside down. Someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
Something catches your eye. It's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Picked up the inverted magazine, flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
It appeared you found it. Toko, is this?
So,
It's indeed a dying message. Someone had used their finger to write it. Dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet, and yeah, you gotta slow down.
I won't forgive you.
Hold up, man. Last time we had this exact same problem with Celeste, okay? You need to chillax and find out who did it. If it was you, if it was Toko, if it was Yasuhiro, if it was Byakuya, if it was Kayako, or me. We'll find out. It's conclusive evidence, right? You can use it to corner the killer. You can see what you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Dying message. Okay. And we got our body. Last one. According to Kayako, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Staring off into space is going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kayako didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there's still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
Imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. For shoes.
Correct.
See that yellow powder in her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yeah, sounds like a pretty good clue.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to her head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood in either one.
It's true.
So that's what I've learned from examining her body in detail. Okay, examination, excellent. Can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Coke could have pulled that off. Yeah, she's amazing, isn't she? Well, that's it. That's all the clues, folks. All the clues. All the clues we're gonna get. Dots.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Be quiet.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
Yes.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right?
Yes.
Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Yes.
See you soon.
The normal drill. The drill. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Oof, okay. That was a lot of dialogue. I really hate going through that again. Kind of ruined the fun and suspense of it, but... hopefully you guys still enjoyed that regardless. It hasn't been that repetitive yet, so it's still okay, but yeah, it's not the same, obviously. Apologize for that. I didn't expect a recording issue like that. I don't get those that often. So, having it literally just, my recording software crashes is abnormal. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this part. It was some good investigation, got some good clues. When we come back, we're going to go in there, talk to the Pete's real quick, go down. We're going to look at the clues again, like always, before we start, so we don't suck, like trial number 2. And hopefully everything goes well. So I will see you in that trial, and it should be a good one, I bet. See you then.